What's up guys, welcome back for some more Mono Red Charbelcher in Modern. This time we're taking our old Mono Red list and adding Stormscale Scion. So with the new Tarkir set that just released, we get this new Storm Dragon card. So this card fits perfectly into our deck. It's a red card, it has Storm, and it's just an alternate win con when Goblin Charbelcher gets countered, or when they shut it off with a needle effect. So Stormscale Scion says, other dragons you control get +1/+1, and it has Storm itself. So the fact that it's red really helps synergize with the rest of our deck. So let's talk about why that is. Because we're a Goblin Charbelcher deck, you know we're not running any real lands. So we're running 20 red flip lands. We have 4 Strike-It Rich. This is a great card because it helps speed up our win by 1 turn. And because we're a mono red deck, which we weren't running before, we have a set of Ruby Medallion. So as you guys know, Ruby Medallion is a mainstay in the normal Storm decks. But since we're mono red and we added a Storm card to our deck, why not run it here? So we have Ruby Medallion, Metamorphose, 8 Rituals, and then 4 Bitter Reunion. So Bitter Reunion doesn't see much play anymore. It was seeing play in Creativity, but for this list, it fits perfectly. If we have Ruby Medallion out, it's a 1 mana, discard a card, draw 2, but the main reason we want this card is because it gives our creatures haste. So if we're able to storm off with a bunch of dragons, we can pay 1, give all those dragons haste, and just one-shot our opponent. In our 3 slot, we have 2 Glimpse the Impossible. This helps with a little extra dig, and it helps ramp us with Scions. And then we have 2 main deck Blood Moon. So depending on what your meta looks like, these can go in the sideboard. You can add more of these to the main if you want. We could even be running an entire set if you want. But we're just going with a 2-2 split today. In our 4 slot, we have Ironcrag Feet. This combos really well with Goblin Charbelcher because if you can get up to 4 mana, you cast this, get 7 mana total, cast Goblin Charbelcher, and activate for 7 mana. So these two synergize very well. And then our payoffs, Goblin Charbelcher, as you guys know, and then Stormscale Scion. For our sideboard, we have 1 Mountain. This is for Boseiju decks, White Orchid Phantom decks, 2 Vexing Bauble for free spells, 4 Defense Grid for control decks, 3 Pyroclasm for board wipes, an additional Blood Moon, and then 4 Obsidian Charmaw for Eldrazi decks. So that is Mono Red Belcher Storm in Modern. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so we have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you'll get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Finally, we are a new Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save up to 25% on your first subscription, all the information is in the section down below. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. Welcome to match 1 on the draw. We're going to keep this hand. We have 2 lands, turn 1 play, turn 2 play with Medallion. They just go Scalding Tarn pass, draw another land. I'll bolt this in, play Strike-It Rich. All we need is some rituals and we can just pop off tap Ketria Triome. You don't see this too often. Assuming it's like a lands deck. Oh, we draw the ritual. We play Monk, play Medallion. Hopefully no counter. So if we draw another ritual, we win with Belcher next turn. They shock into Steam Vents. Not sure what this means. Electro Dominance. Rhinos? We're at 14, so that's not good. And I guess if they have like a Force Negation, we just lose. Down to 6. Might just lose here. And they just pass. Draw the Feet. So this is going to be a force check. If they have it, we lose. If they don't have it, we win. Cast Ironcrag Feet. Cast Belcher. Remand. Yeah, we can't cast any more spells because of Feet. That was like the perfect answer. All right, against this deck, we want 2 Baubles. Take out Blood Moon for Baubles. We'll try that. On the play. And we'll keep this. It is only a 1-lander, but we just have like too much to not keep this hand. And yeah, in the last match, we could have played it safe and just cast the dragon, I guess. Assuming they had an answer. That was probably the better play in hindsight. Tap Thundering Falls. Dwarven Mine. So I guess our creativity deck. Tap land. Play this. I'm still going to play out the Medallion. They just go Bloodstained pass. We draw the Scion. So let's start with Metamorphose. Red, red. Valakut Awakening. We'll try again. Red, red. Stunning Eruption. Ritual. Bolt this in. Cast Glimpse. Maybe this will eat something. We're just trying to get our storm count high. At lands. I guess we should have waited to play the land because now we have all these, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll cast this. We'll get 3 Scions. So we'll make 5 dragons. They have 1 turn. I don't think they can beat this. I mean, they're not scooping, so like, do they have something? They didn't even crack Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, they had nothing. Maybe just run it back. All right, game 3. This is 4 lands, but we have the Belcher, some ramp. I don't think we can throw this back. No Ruby Medallion, but they shock in a Stomping Ground for something. Oh, Suspend. Okay. Love to see that. Hopefully we win before this comes off. We draw the Feet also. So we will play the tap land. This is a turn 3 with no disruption. It's going to be a tall ask though. They suspend another Footfalls. All right, we'll just play this tapped and pass. They get a Ketria Triome. It's going to be tough because we can Ritual into Ironcrag for the win next turn, or we can play it safe with Glimpse. Probably shock this in. Yeah. They could just like hard cast a Force, which is pretty annoying. Metamorphose. Let's start with a Metamorphose. Are they just gonna... Oh, they just Spell Pierce this. Okay. No. Play this tapped. Gonna have to force through a lot of counter magic. Tap land. And keep it on top. Another Metamorphose. I think we just... gonna play the Belcher out. Just naked Belcher. You could feat into Belcher, but like they have to answer this. So do they have like the Force of Remand? Just Force, okay. I mean, if they have the Rhinos and they have all the interaction, then they're gonna win. They have the nice balance of the two. Hopefully they have no more interaction. Another land. Metamorphose. If we can find a Belcher, we should win if they have nothing. Okay, they have a lot of permission. We'll Metamorphose again. Wow, okay. Yeah, they just have kind of everything here. Play this tapped and pass. We're going to go to 9 next turn, and then if we shock this in, go to 6, depending on if we need to do this, but we don't really have anything else going on. We just have the Glimpse. Dwarven Mine. Tell me they have a creativity. Get in for 9. Alright, they have 1 card in hand. I'm just going to bolt this in. I think we just have the Glimpse here. Wow, we find the Charbelcher. Cast Ritual. Cast Ironcrag Feet. Cast Charbelcher. Kill you. Wow. Damn. We beat Spell Pierce, Force, Remand, Spell Pierce. That's awesome. Alright, match 2 on the draw. We can keep this hand. We have turn 1 Strike It Rich. A lot of rituals. We're up against Eldrazi. Oh, Eldrazi Aggro. I think that's harder for us. Less disruption, but more damage. So I think we're just going to play it slower. Play this tapped. Slower in the sense where we don't take unnecessary damage, because we can just Strike It Rich next turn, play another tap land, and not take any damage from our lands. If we draw a Belcher, we should be good. Their start's very good. Taking 8 on turn 2, which is pretty gross. And we draw the Belcher. Okay. So let's Strike It Rich. Play this tapped. So we shouldn't die this turn. If we die on turn 3 on the draw, what's this? No! Ah, man. That's brutal. That's the only way we lose. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, we're dead anyway. Yeah, they just won on turn 3. Alright, against Eldrazi, we won all of this. I think we take out Glimpses. 2 Bitter Union. We don't really have to like haste it. Like one-shot them. We can be a little more disruptive. We'll try this. On the play. Yeah, we'll keep. If we draw just like pretty much anything, this hand wins. So I don't want to throw this back with like a Ruby Medallion. We have Dig with Metamorphose. At least they're not starting on an Eldrazi Temple. Stunning Eruption. Play this. Play Medallion. So Belcher wins it. Dragonstorm. Just any payoff wins this. Do they have the Herald? Soulless Jailer. Okay. They might think we're a Ruby Storm, I guess. I mean, this is good against Storm, but not against our deck. Bitter Union. Start with a Metamorphose. Draw another land. Cast Bitter Union. Discard a land. Draw 2. Cast this. Put back 1, 2. Kind of want the feat. Could put back everything. Or just like that. I mean, the feat can win this turn. We can draw 3 cards. Nah, the feat can't win this turn. I'll just do that. Alright, draw another one. Draw the Blood Moon. So let's shock this in. Play Ritual. Play Blood Moon. So we'll take them off, casting any creatures, and then we can just slowly rebuild. Unless they have a waste in hand, they can't cast anything. They just play land. We draw Charmal. How much does this cost? Let's get a threat on the board. It doesn't kill anything important, but they play Disruptor Flute in response. Are we named Charbelcher? Do we have any artifact hate that we want? No. There's a land. Probably could have given this haste last turn. Another Monk. Let's see. So we can return Valakut Awakening. Let's attack. Cast Monk. Get back Valakut Awakening. And we can get that back through Soulless Jailer because we're not casting it. And they scoop it up. There we go. So yeah, it's really hard for them to beat a Blood Moon. We did take out a lot of the Dig. I wonder if that's correct. I wonder if we do take out a Belcher because they're going to name it. Like, it has a win con, but like Scion's much better and they can't name this. Yeah, let's try this. Ooh, this is a spicy hand. We only have 1 land, but we can go turn 1 Strike It Rich, turn 2 Ritual Blood Moon. I'm going to risk it on the draw. I feel like I can't throw this back. It's pretty gross. Could certainly not pay off if they have a very quick hand. Prismatic Vista. Oh, they're going to fetch a waste. Damn. Okay. Not the worst play. If they're getting a waste, then their board's not going to be like super fast at least, but it's still annoying. And Talisman. Oof. Okay. So Blood Moon not looking too good here. Valakut Awakening. I mean, at least we're drawing lands and they're just ramping, so I'm okay with that. Play this tapped. That costs 3. I'll just pass, I think. But they have double wastes. So we could Charmal here, but that would cost us a treasure and a ritual. Maybe that's worth it. It costs 3. Go Ritual, Charmal. Set them back a land, and then we can just start getting in. Oh, they have the Temple. Looks like they have a thought. No, they're tapping for red. Linebreaker. Are they going to attack? We will trade. Totally fine with this trade. Draw a Medallion. I think we have to ritual out a Moon and just pass. Thought-Knot's here. Oh, Chalice on 2. Okay. Metamorphose. Yeah, we don't have anything for Chalice, unfortunately. And they have another Line Breaker. Yeah, this keep didn't work out. This would have been good on the back of them not having exactly this. So that's pretty unlucky. Spikefield Hazard. Play this. I guess we'll just play second Blood Moon. We can still win if we draw like the nuts, but we're not going to beat this. Into Thought-Knot. Yeah, we can't draw enough cards to beat this. We're going to get hit for 9. Yeah. Did not work out. Match 3 on the play finally. And we can keep this hand. 2 lands, some ramp, some payoffs. We can get down a Medallion on turn 2 and then kind of do some good stuff. We are going to play this tapped instead of playing Strike It Rich and then a tap land. I want to get this Medallion down on turn 2. I don't mind chilling here. It also helps with the storm count. Bloodstained Mire. Shock this in. Play Medallion. They Surveil. Land to the yard. So if we can draw like another ritual, we're just going to go for it next turn. Prismatic Ending. This is like Jeskai. I don't know what this is. Probably Prowess. Another land. So let's play this tapped. Play Strike It Rich. Send it back. Or is this just like Jeskai Control? DRC. Yeah, it is Prowess. Okay. Sucks they had the pending. And then they play all the creatures out. They get in for 1. Ritual. Another. So I don't think we're dead next turn. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. It'd be a lot easier with the Ruby Medallion, but we can Ritual to 3 for... So it's only 3 spells. We're only going to make 3 dragons. How good is that? I mean, or we could just Glimpse. I don't think we're going to die. Let's go Glimpse. Well, we hit the Ruby Medallion. We didn't hit any lands, unfortunately. That's kind of unlucky. Because then we could cast the land and then Medallion. We have a chump blocker at least. Yeah, that sucks. All right, we make 3 Scion. Pay 3 mana to look at 3 cards and make 3 Scion. Oh, Iteration. That's probably like their best hit. They bet a land. Yeah, we can just chump here. At most, we're going to take a 6. Unless they give this Trample, which would be annoying. They bolt a Spawn. Hopefully they don't have like Lava Dart. All right, they attack with this 3. We're going to chump. Go to 10. Draw Strike It Rich. Cast Desperate Ritual. Strike It Rich. We have access to 5, 6 mana. We can't flash this back. That's 3. All right, we have to use the Treasure. Cast Ironcrag Feet. Cast Scion. Make 4 dragons. And then we'll just pass. So these have to attack into the dragons at least. They get a Surveil land. So they have 1 turn. They either win this turn or lose. Okay, they lose. So against Prowess, we won 3 Pyroclasm. Blood Moon is still like pretty cheeky against them. It's not the most exciting. So even though it's like cheesy, I'm still going to take them out because they can still play like most of their deck. Bring in the Pyroclasm. I got like a Glimpse. It's a little slow. This is a 2-lander with Pyroclasm and Charbelcher, so we're going to keep. Double Strike It Rich, not the most exciting. We can lead off on a hazard into this, and then maybe just wipe the board if they go too wide. But they're on the play this turn. If they were on the play last turn, they probably, or last game, they probably would have won. Preordain, okay. Desperate Ritual. Play this tapped. If we draw an Ironcrag Feet, we win. 2, 3, 4, yeah. DRC. No other plays. Maybe a Surveil land. We draw a Monk. Strike It Rich. Do I want to take 3 to Strike It Rich again? I don't think so. They definitely have like Spell Pierce or something. Surprised they got Thundering Falls and not White Lamb. Oh, Quarry Steelcutter. Still keeping open the Bloodstained Mire. Probably gonna have to bait the, oh, they don't actually trigger it. That's good. And I don't mind saving the Pyroclasm. Like, we didn't kill DRC, so now it's out of kill range, but it's like fine. Because they didn't activate this, it makes me think like they have something. Let's just Strike It Rich, play this tapped, and pass. We're playing it slow. I don't mind doing that. 1, 2, 3. There's the Elegant Parlor. We're assuming they have some permission, though. Swift Spear. Soul Scar. So if it is Spell Pierce, Pyroclasm is going to get them down to 11. Double Pyroclasm. Let's Metamorphose first. They definitely have something, right? Bitter Reunion. That's just Pyroclasm. Down to 2 cards. I really don't want to play a blind Goblin Charbelcher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if they just tap out next turn, they have nothing. We can just win. We could have went for the win this turn as well, but I wanted to play it safe around the untapped mana. Down to 8. Land. They have 2 mana. What do they have? Let's go Ritual. Yeah, let's just go for it. I'm going to Splice. Cast Ritual. Do they have the answer? They have to, right? Is it just like 2 Spell Pierces or something? What is this? Oh, just Consign. Ah, okay. I was wondering what like they've been having this whole time. Should have assumed Consign. Cast Bitter Reunion. Discard. Draw 2. I guess we'll see if we live a turn. I don't want to cast anything else right now. If we lose, like, so be it. Do we have the Bolt here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they were just sitting on Consign that whole time. So we were just kind of stuck. All right, we'll try one more time. If we had a Scion there, we would have been much better off. This is 4 lands, double Charbelcher. I'm gonna mulligan. Into 1 land, keep, go back Bitter Reunion. I don't think we can go to 5. I think it's just like an unfortunate, like we just have to play through this. DRC. If we draw a land, we win. Untap land. Untap land, please. Ah, tap land. All right. Next turn. If they tap out, please tap out. Lightning Bolt. They're not tapping out. They can just get a Surveil land. All right, let's play this, make them counter this, if anything. Do they have the Consign? They have the Consign, okay. So at least they're countering this. Shocker. So we gotta hope they don't have 2 Consigns. We got the bait out. Shock and Sacred Foundry. Just want them to play their whole hand out. There we go. Just go nuts. Go nuts with this. Double spell here. Just don't kill me. Oh, come on. They really have double Consign. Ah, that's so annoying. Go Bitter Reunion. Spread Ironcrag Feet. Play this tapped and pass. I mean, if we can draw Dragonstorm, then I'll be happy. But I guess we're not beating double Consign, which is unfortunate. They attack for 3, and they just do nothing. Pyroclasm. I guess we'll go Ritual, Charbelcher. Yeah. I mean, if they have it, like, you can't be mad. It's unfortunate. Consign is the most played sideboard card, so now we just need Dragonstorm and to fade a bunch of burn spells. They have another Steel Cutter and a Swift Spear. 3. Yeah, that's game. Unfortunate, man. Match 4 on the play. And this is a 4-lander, but we have the payoffs. We have at least 1 ritual. We'll try it. This is like a, we'll eventually get there. Any ritual makes his hand a lot better. Ironcrag Feet makes his hand better. Play this tap and pass. Or is this Saga? Assuming this is Titan. Metamorphose. Play this tap and pass. So we're really going to have to win quickly. If we can draw a Blood Moon, we win. We draw Ironcrag Feet. Okay. That's a win right there. Shock that in. Go ritual. Ironcrag Feet. Charbelcher. Kill you. Nice draws, I'd say. All right, so against what I'm assuming is Amulet Titan, we want definitely the 3rd Blood Moon. Charmal is medium. Vexing Bauble can stop Pact. We just have to be as fast as possible, so probably out glimpses Blood Moon Bauble. Try that. All right, we're going to keep this. We have Blood Moon, Strike It Rich. If we draw an untapped land, oh, nice. Yeah, if we draw an untapped land or a ritual, they have the Amulet of Vigor, Ironcrag Feet. So we do have to play this tapped, unfortunately. Ritual gets us there. Well, they have the Forest, Explore, and a Vestige. They besiege us. We didn't bring in the Mountain either. That's my bad. For some reason, I was like, they're not going to destroy our lands. But like the quad Besiege deck definitely has land destruction. We're probably dead. We'll F6 and we'll come back after they kill us. All right, they just get another Besiege. Makes sense. Yeah, we'll just concede. We'll play a land, pass. They just kind of do the same thing over again. All right, let's bring in the Mountain. Even though we're on the play this time, I still think it's good to bring in the Mountain. Take out a Scion and try that on the play. This is a 2-lander. We can go Strike It Rich into Medallion, but we don't have Blood Moon. We don't have Belcher. Like Scion could be good. I think we'll try it. Because of the Medallion, like it's not like a turn 3 win yet. Not sure. You could maybe mulligan 1 time looking for Blood Moon. Yeah, like Blood Moon would be great here. They have the Amulet. Ritual. Let's shock this in. Can we actually go Ruby Medallion, Metamorphose, Ritual? Yeah, let's do that. We'll go Ruby Medallion. Go Metamorphose, red, cast Ritual, cast Ironcrag Feet, cast Stormscale. All right, turn 2. Do you have an answer? They're not just scooping, so they could win. 1 amulet is potential if they have like the absolute nuts. Okay, so they did not have the nuts and get that turn 2. All right, welcome to the final match on the draw, and we're going to try this hand. It's a little slow. We don't have any rituals, but we can get down Medallion and kind of pop off eventually. They have a tap Stomping Ground. Not sure what this means. Strike It Rich. Let's just play this tapped and pass. The only way it would be worth it is to play this untapped, play Strike It Rich, I guess assuming you draw another untapped land. Mountain. So Blood Moons probably aren't the best here. So this is Storm. Storm Mirror, except they're the better Storm deck. They don't have a cost reducer, so that's nice. They just pass. Draw the Charbelcher. Bolt this in, play Ruby Medallion, and pass. So if we don't lose this turn, they do play a tap land, so that's good for us. They're looking for a cost reducer. They do keep a card on top. Oh, they have the Medallion, okay. We're probably dead here, unless we draw another, that's not good. Start with a Metamorphose, red, another Charbelcher. Yeah, we're probably just dead here, unfortunately. Play this tapped. I have a lot of green. Play Blood Moon out, play Strike It Rich. So if they have it, they have it. We'll probably come back after they're done killing us. Well, they did not kill us, but unfortunately, we drew nothing. So I guess we're just going to play out Charbelcher and hope for the best. And they just pass. That is crazy. Let's play this out and kill them. They have 5 cards in hand. What is in their hand? Weird. All right, so we're up a game against Storm, which is pretty crazy. Let's take out the Blood Moons for Vexing Baubles, and I think try that. This is a race, so it really doesn't matter how we sideboard for the most part. We're going to keep this hand. It is a Scion Hasty Scion hand. We'll see if we can get there. Another Ritual is fantastic, actually. Play this tapped and pass. This is going to be a turn 3 win, so if we can survive until turn 3, assuming they have a cost reducer. I guess another Ritual would maybe do it. Oh no, they have the turn 2? Damn. Alright, we'll come back after they're done again. Okay, they actually bricked. They find Ral Manamorphose with Glimpse. This is what they hit with their impulse effects. They did bring an Ancient Grudge for Charbelcher. They have 1 card in hand. We survived. We draw a Valakut Awakening, not what we want. So can we go 2 mana, so 3, 4, Ironcrag. Yeah, we're 1 short from hasting everything, but I think short of them drawing exactly Pass in Flames, we just win. We can set ourselves up to win this next turn. So shock this in, go Ritual, Ritual, Ironcrag, Dragon, and say, do you have it? Play Surveil Land. They're not just scooping, so maybe they have something. The only way they can win is with Wish or Pith. Ren's Resolve's a good one, but they don't hit anything. And they have nothing. Alright, so that was Mono Red Belcher Storm in Modern. I'll be honest, it did feel nice coming back to Mono Red Belcher. This is a different version than what we've played in the past, but it definitely felt powerful. As with any Belcher deck, it is a very all-in deck. So the games we lost, they just had permission and there was nothing we can do about it. The games we won on turn 2 or turn 3, both decks were just playing solitaire and we just happened to be on the play and have a good draw. So that's kind of what you get with this deck. It's a very all-in deck. You either have the combo, you can top deck into it, which happened a couple times, or they just counter 1 spell and you lose. I did enjoy having 2 ways of winning. I think with this deck, you definitely need more than just Goblin Charbelcher. So having a Storm card where if they don't counter all your setup cards, you can just cast a spell and win, it's pretty insane. I really did like the main deck, the flex cards with Blood Moon and Glimpse. You can definitely interchange some number of these. You actually don't need to run either of these. You can just keep Blood Moon in the sideboard if you want, but I'm not exactly sure what else would go here. Speaking of the sideboard, I think it could definitely use some work. 4 Defense Grid, 4 Charmal, it's decent, but I think it's definitely something that can be worked on. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more Belcher content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.